Hi, this is Neelam Kapoor. I'm the Vice President Marketing at BlackBox. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Sanjeev Verma, President and Chief Executive Officer at BlackBox. Sanjeev's vision of taking BlackBox to being a global corporation and helping customers stay ahead of the technology curve is one of the many innovations that Sanjeev believes in and drives the organization. So let's hear it from Sanjeev. What is it that motivates people to be associated with BlackBox and be a member or a partner with BlackBox? Welcome to the show, Sanjeev.
Thanks, Neelam.
So, would like to hear from you. What is it that makes BlackBox unique and different, where people believe in being associated, whether as partners, whether as customers, or even as employees?
Well, I think it's only human nature to be associated with something that is high energy, something that is forward-looking, something that is future-facing and aspirational. And BlackBox today, I believe, is an aspirational organization. We started, as you know, fairly small with a bunch of people, and today we are 4,000 plus strong across continent and cultures. I think people want to participate in that. But more importantly, I think they find BlackBox as a place where they can nurture long-lasting relationships, both from an employee's perspective or a customer perspective or in partners that we have. They get to work on relevant technologies and impact accelerating customers' business. And at BlackBox, we're focused on results. So I think everybody prefers to have results and outcomes. We are focused on that for our customers, for our people, for our partner ecosystem. So I think there are basic, simple tenets that make people gravitate, if you may, towards BlackBox.
That's amazing. How would you see what BlackBox brings to the table? Like when we talk about the global solution integration business, the product solutions, or the cybersecurity solutions that we are bringing to the table uniquely. How is that BlackBox is augmenting all of this for the customer's technology landscape and the digital enterprise?
So BlackBox, Neelam, today is a global solutions integrator, right? We have two distinctive parts of businesses in the infrastructure space: technology products and technology solutions, right? I believe we are in an era of hyper digitization. We are in an era of IoTization. We are in an era where the network is extremely important for our communication needs, for collaboration. And I think BlackBox products and solutions across both our businesses, solutions and products, focuses on that, right? Be it connected to smart buildings on the solution side, or our IoT products on the product side in the TPS business, be it our KVM portfolio or the AV for collaboration on the technology product side, or be it our services to integrate that on, from a solution side, is holistic, bringing together end-to-end for our customers. So I think both our businesses, and on top of that, we invested heavily in cybersecurity under the brand Cybolt, is to secure the digital infrastructure for our customers going forward. And I think it's of paramount importance now as we become hyper digitized. They are also able to secure that. So our investment in cybersecurity under brand Cybolt is focused towards not only creating the infrastructure, providing the technology products, but also securing that infrastructure for our customers locally and globally.
Great. Sanjeev, given the fact that BlackBox believes in creating technology solutions along with global technology partners, how do you think the organization is geared to deliver these unique solutions or even product solutions, like we may call it, to various markets? So, for example, the needs across an Australian market or in India, for example, or the leader, which is the US market. How do you think BlackBox is able to deliver these customizations across markets and across verticals?
Well, I think BlackBox, being a global organization, I think we are present in all the continents. We are present in 34, 35 markets. Of course, we serve many more through our partners as well. And I think each of these markets are at a different orbit of evolution, right? As you said, US being an advanced technology market, India being very hungry for growth. The GDP is very, very high. The ANZ, although smaller, but I think it's a fairly advanced market. So I think our network of people, our network of partnership across these continents, I think helps us to collaborate to serve our customers locally and globally. Many of our customers are present in many of these markets, right? I mean, if you look at India, which is at the kind of forefront of IT revolution, if you may, the Silicon Valley of the East, if you may, from that perspective, is extremely important from innovation perspective. The local market, again, of course, out here is hyper with many investments in infrastructure, ports, airports, innovations happening out here. So I think we take a view from a perspective of horses for courses. We have the advantage of bringing in what we have incubated in one market to the other when we believe that market is ready for that. So, and this goes across our products business, which is critical for us, and our solutions business. For example, if we were to deliver a certain product to a certain vertical in America, we would be wanting to replicate that across other markets, right? So therefore, and our teams are collaborating. They work across continents. Our customers are present across continent, and therefore we have crafted what we call it a global organization. We think globally, but act locally, right? And I think we are building scale and momentum in each market we operate. We learn from each other, and therefore that also allows us to shrink the time to market when a certain market is ready to be able to launch those products or solutions that we have.
So Sanjeev, we've often heard you speak with a lot of passion about the why or the purpose of what BlackBox is, for, and how is it relevant to the customer? So would you like to just walk us through some of those thoughts?
Well, I think the why is the most critical part. So I think what we do and how we do, of course, is being done by many other companies or could be done. I think what keeps us in motion, I believe, is the why of our business. And I think what is the purpose? And I think we are focused on accelerating our customers' business. We are focused on creating platform for our team members to thrive. We are focused on adding value to our technology partner ecosystem locally and globally worldwide. And I think that keeps our why of the business. So I think each member of BlackBox wakes up asking those few fundamental questions of relationships. Are we relevant? Are we producing results? And I think that's what customers look for. That's what our partner ecosystem looks for. And that's where our employees want to come and thrive, right? And I think they do not want to just come because we sell a certain product. Product is transitionary. It will change, right? Yesterday was something else. Today is going to be something else. We're talking about IoT. We're talking about AI. It will continuously evolve. The why of the business, the purpose of the business, of course, is focused on how we can impact through those technology products or solutions to our customers. How do we impact to our technology ecosystem partners to come together and produce superior results? And importantly, of course, our people. How do we give them a platform where they can be aspirationally thrive, to work on newer technologies, to engage with newer partners, to work across continent and cultures? And I think, therefore, I believe the why of our business is more important than what and how. And I think all of us wake up asking the question, why we are in business? Why do we want to do this? And I think the journey is ever green, and we have to continuously keep on challenging us. And I think that's what we do each morning when we wake up.
Absolutely. So what is your view in terms of the competitive landscape that BlackBox is in today, vis-a-vis some of the other players in the market, and how do we front end that with the customers? Would you share a few nuances about what the customers seek or are happy and relate to BlackBox?
Well, yeah, I presume so. The customers are happy with BlackBox by looking at the tenure of our customers. Some of them are long-lasting, over decades. We serve very many Fortune customers which have trusted in us year after year, right? And I think so there is a distinctive advantage. And sometimes most of them are very simple ones. Speed of response. Being understanding of customer needs, right? A customer doesn't wake up every morning thinking of how we can buy BlackBox products or solutions. They're focused on accelerating their business, right? That's their business. Be it a bank, be it a healthcare, be it hospitality, be it an airport that we serve. Each one of them have the imperatives to make their businesses run better, right? And I think that's what our focus is, right? And I think our team, our collaboration, understanding the customer's need, understanding what will keep a customer relevant, gives us the competitive edge. But I think our skilling of people, our presence worldwide, our relationship with our customers, vendor partners, and I think there's no one formula of how you remain competitively ahead. The fact that we continually wake up and seeking relevance every day, I think that possibly keeps us ahead. The competitive landscape in general, of course, is quite different from what it used to be many years ago. So I think we sometimes collaborate with our peers, kind of a so-called competitors, if you may, much more than ever before, because not one company can produce all that a customer would need. So I think at some places we compete, at many we collaborate, right? We are focused on information communication technology, ICT, which I believe is the bedrock of creating a digital highway of tomorrow where all applications and cloud and AI will run. I believe this is the era for hyper connectivity, at least for the next few years, if not more. And I think BlackBox, with its strong presence in many markets we operate, focused on technology products that create that infrastructure, or our solutions in connected buildings or digital workplace or 5G LTE, our CX business, data center, which is hyper growth for us, encompassed with and I think covered with our cybersecurity layer, is a differentiator, not only in terms of our span of service, but the quality and presence that we produce for our customers as well. Because many of our customers also have global aspirations. Many of our partners are present globally. I think we are very few companies in our space that have the length and breadth and depth of what BlackBox has built over the years. And I think we continue to pursue that and focus on our customer requirements.
That's amazing. I think, Sanjeev, you've been able to give us a good walkthrough about the technology innovations that the customers can expect and where BlackBox can help deliver that. And that's amazing. How do you foresee this aligning, say, to a specific market like India?
So I think India is at the core of our business. I think from a demographic standpoint, as we all know, it's among the youngest country in the planet. We have a highly skilled workforce in not tens but hundreds of millions. And I think every country, corporation across the world would like to harness that availability from here. And BlackBox is no different. Of course, we started from India. Earlier on, BlackBox, the parent company, AGC, was hired from India. Then we acquired a company, BlackBox Corporation, in the US. So we're kind of present in what we call the largest market in the world. And of course, the largest market from a skill perspective in the world, right? And I think specific to India, we have two-pronged. One, of course, we are locally present to serve the local customers as well, which we have been doing for the last various years or various decades, if you may. But more recently, over the last couple of years since the acquisition of BlackBox, we've also been focused on building a global capability center out here in India, starting with Bangalore, of course. So I think apart from serving the needs of our clients and customers both locally and globally to India, we are also making India as a point of innovation for us, our capability center, our shared services here. So a lot of R&D for our TPS products is going to happen from here. So critical for our business, critical for our growth. We continue to hire here in India to support our worldwide needs. So I believe India will remain in focus, in very many ways, right? So I think it's an important part of our business.
That's great. Sanjeev, you touched upon a very important part, that BlackBox as a corporation, as an enterprise, has been around for more than 4.5 decades. How would you connect the BlackBox of the 4 decades ago as a catalog company to what today we are delivering and driving the technology innovations for our customers? How would you connect this? How do you see the role change that BlackBox has played in this entire journey?
Well, I think the good part is we have been around for 4 decades. And I think, not very many companies last for so long, right? And I think the fact that we have grown is the fact that we have embraced the relevance. Things change. And I think over the last 3 years, since the acquisition of BlackBox, of course, we knew it was a catalog company. The world has since changed. We have been, our need for globalization, our need for global talent, our need for getting closer to our customers, our need for creating best practices of efficient customer service by harnessing talent in India or our offices in Brazil or even ANZ. And I think we are focused on, as I said, understanding where the future will go tomorrow. Both in our products and solutions business, we are investing more in our technology products, IP-led products now, be it in our KVM space, PUT bringing new IoT products, and more recently, of course, in the audio-video collaboration space, right? And I think that's not what we did many years ago. So we are embracing the current, but also looking forward to the future. We are investing in talent. We are bringing a newer technology partnership. We are listening to our customers. And I think if you combine all of that and, and look forward, I think that possibly will keep us going for the next decade and the decade after from there, right? And I think in the simpler words, just keep stronger relationship, keep listening to customers, bring in relevant talent, bring in relevant technologies, and all combined towards addressing the aspiration of our clients and customers as to where they are headed, what their imperatives are, aspiration of our people as to what they want to achieve, and aspiration of our partners ecosystem to partner with us as to what their goals are. And I think that's why I call it 3 R's of relationship, relevance, and driving results. Making profits is an outcome of all of this, right? And I think we are focused on purpose and passion, where profits becomes an outcome for us, right? And that's where I think that's kept us going for the last couple of decades, hopefully for the next few decades.
Absolutely, right? So well said. So Sanjeev, that brings me to getting to know you a little better, and for our audiences to know you a little better. It is of course a Herculean task for you to connect the dots across the globe, right? Added to that is your, need to be present in some of the markets yourself, whether to motivate our employees or to meet a customer who's keen to know who is the face of BlackBox. How do you manage to find the passion, the energy, and the correlation, and yet be grounded in all of this?
Well, in one sentence, this is the way I relax. In a sense that if I wasn't doing this, possibly I'll be more stressed out, right? And I think, so I don't look at how many countries I visit. Of course, for the last couple of years during COVID, we didn't do much. I've started to travel. I want to get a pulse of our people. I like meeting them. I want to get a pulse of our partners, understanding from them, and I want to get a pulse of our customers. So I feel energized to listen to my own people, my partner ecosystem and customers. I think I don't look at the time zones. I think it is a relaxation for me to be able to doing what I'm doing. Possibly I'm passionate about it, or there's a purpose for it, or however you want to call it. So I think I just feel energized, and I think I hop on a plane and I'm into a meeting in the next 3 hours. Or I'm not a superhuman. It's just that if you do something that you like doing, I think you don't get tired enough. But sometimes if you do even little of something that you don't like, you sweat, right? So you ask a marathoner, they're just energized to run 21 kilometers, and there's some that wouldn't run half a kilometer and get tired, right? It is the passion, the purpose that they look ahead. I think that energizes them. And if say you get tired, I think that's the way they get the rush to do that, right? And I think this is a relay sport. No one person can drive this. I need teams, my leadership and the leadership team, and so that we are able to pass the baton to the next team, and back to the next team, our sales organization, our pre-sales, our delivery organizations, our back-end support, our HR, and we all come together. So I think the idea of me going around is to bind a connected organization, if you may, right? And if my presence helps a little bit, well, I make myself, I travel, right? And if I can't, then I see them on a video, which is a great tool. I mean, we have technologies for that as well in BlackBox. We implement that for many, many customers. So we also use that, right? I think, so I just remain motivated, passionate about what I do, a possibility of building something significant worldwide, driving customers, accelerating their goals, creating platforms for people to aspire. And I think that's good enough reason to keep running.
Absolutely. So Sanjeev, how do you keep yourself, like I said earlier, grounded Do you find time for your hobbies? Which is the one book that you have been reading of late? Something that you can tell us a little more about yourself?
Well, do find some time when I do nothing, right? And I think that
Which
that's
is rare.
yeah, which is rare, but I think that's the peaceful time. Well, I do take breaks, and I think whenever I get a chance, I extensively read. Most often, of course, business reading, right? As much as I can. I'm a news buff, so I'm always watching. I think it's important to be informed. I think whatever time it is, and I think whatever time you can get. And I think the biggest reading or learning happens from meeting people, right? And I think our partners, our customers. So I do that as well. And sometimes when I get a chance, I do head out to the mountains and or to the sea just to relax and come back. It doesn't happen too often, but whenever there's a chance, I do spend time with the family and friends whenever I get a chance. And I think that just keeps me grounded. I think I'm just feel grounded.
If I were to ask you to describe BlackBox in just one statement, in one line, what would that be?
I think BlackBox is a global technology product and solutions company focused on building stronger relationships, focused on challenging and remaining relevant, more importantly, focusing on driving results for our customers and therefore results for our people, for our partners, and for our shareholders. That's what we do. We accelerate our customers' business, and that keeps us in business. That's what we do.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev, for finding time and speaking to us. I'm sure these insights that you have shared with us are truly inspirational to all BlackBox employees for sure, but also something to look forward to when we speak to our customers and carry your vision to the market.
Thanks, Neelam, for this chance. Hopefully we can speak again sometime, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjeev.